Hello, everybody. This is Peter Palmiani of Making Comics and Art, episode. Is it 333? I think that's right. Or 323? Anyway. um, yeah, in my last video, I wanted to focus on getting into a sort of daily ritual, and yeah, that's not going well. Um, part of it's life, part of it's just my own my own thing. Okay, so I'm gonna do a little work while I chit chat. Um, but before I do, I want to show you. Okay, so I got a driver for my webcam. Um, what happened? There it goes. But the new driver, I have a Logitech webcam. The new driver, uh, it's like specifically for recording, and it doesn't necessarily work in conjunction with StreamYard, which I use. So I'm able to, get the get it from stable focus as opposed to it going in and out. But I can't zoom in. So there's my air conditioning. Hopefully you don't hear it. I'm told people don't hear it. But I want to show you a close up of this. Um, this is a crappy copy. This was over a didn't have a scan of the pencils. It was a photocopy of the pencils that I had to print out. I cleaned it up as much as I can. It's mostly okay because a lot of the detail is big. But there's some detail here that I'll put up on my computer screen while I'm working on it to make sure I'm actually seeing what I think I see. Because here's the difference. Here's what I'm working with. It's a lot lighter, and it's not nearly anywhere as clean as this. So I'm here today. So I'm gonna do a little work. Mostly, I'm just mapping out some spots. So I get my repair. I could do this with Quill. I could do this with Brush, just for the sake of efficiency. I'm using my repair riff. So yeah, so I'm gonna do this while I chit chat. First and foremost, if you don't follow my social media, um, you know, my friend and somebody that I've been working with recently, I would say less than a year, maybe 8 months. I'm not sure. Um, Tribe Studio Comics. Scott Shahey passed away. Still don't know exactly why. Haven't gotten any word. But the other people of the company, which is Joe and Dustin, are sort of getting together and figuring out how they're going to continue. But that, it was essentially 2 years ago today that my best friend in the world and ex Lisa passed away, and that was devastating. Scott, I don't know him super well. I know he was taking care of his mom, and that was a challenge, and she just passed away not too long ago, and he was taking a break. Then the next thing we hear is that he passed away. So it comes as a shock. Now I'm supposed to be working on currently 2 books for them. Copper Star, which is a 4-issue miniseries. The first 2 issues are done and out. But I was supposed to ink Scott on issue 3 and ink issue 4 totally, but co-pencil it as well. That's probably going to go ahead as planned. Although, I'll have to confirm everything with Joe and Dustin. It's definitely a wrench in my workload. But yeah, so if you didn't know, this is Designated, who I'm doing with Mark Torres. This is issue 2. This is actually the last page of issue 2. And I got half an issue of this to ink, and that the plan is for me to finish that this month. So mostly what I'll be focused on this month is finishing this up, so we can try another crowdfunding round and see if we have a better shot at it. But yeah, I mean, the news about Scott was definitely a shock, and he was a great guy, and I really wanted to do many books with him because I really loved his work. So it's just sad. He was really the same age as Lisa when he passed away at 52. So that's young. But yeah, hopefully we'll keep his dream alive and get those books out and do many more together. There are a couple of artists that they have in that I'll be working with on issue 4. So we'll see how it goes. We reconfigure everything. And hopefully we'll gain control of the website and all that jazz. Now I hope anybody watching this, like I see my sort of internet meter going from 1 dot to 2 dots and so on. I hope this is all coming through. So I have my new computer, but I'm not directly connected to internet. It's via Wi-Fi. So my connection may go in and out, and like the quality of the sound and video may alter. So apologies, but that's not going to change anytime soon. And so I totally get my shit together. Not currently paying for internet. Got a big bill from previous internet, so that's paid off, and I got regular money coming in. Yeah, that's just the way it's going to be. So hopefully you can deal with that. But yeah, so I'll mention briefly, I got some plans to go out tonight with some friends. It's a good, I think it's Wings and Things in town. It's a good place to get some drinks and some good food. It's slightly above fast food. And there's a fly in here. I hate flies. They are so annoying. But yeah, just wanted to connect and drop in. I know I planned to do some art and didn't get to it last week. I got a friend of mine who is living in the West Coast right now, and she was going to come visit, but she's got an ear infection, so I think she was supposed to be here this week. So that's been delayed, and she's still not healed. I think she's got to go tomorrow. I'm a little OCD, and it's like I've been once a sort of a visit is announced, I'm like, okay, I'm going to make time for your visit. But I just gotta work, and like when they arrive, and then deal with it then. Boom, 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 boom. Right? I'm a little off camera. I really got to fix my webcam to where it's focused on what I'm doing. When I had the Forsters in here, the arm to this is very flexible. It was set up perfectly before. But it's also I'm thinking I want to move my second computer, not the new one, the old one. Like I have a small art table to my right, but I also have another. I have essentially what is a computer desk, and the computer desk I'm thinking of moving in here, setting up the other computer on top of it, and also I have a tablet. So connecting the tablet with the computer, and that will be a coloring station. Because I'll be using the tablet as well as my iPad to do coloring. Because I'm going to be doing both Clip Studio Paint and Procreate use them both do coloring. Um, yeah, so looking forward to that. So that will involve me shuffling around a lot of stuff. I'm not 100% sold on the idea, but I'm getting there. Because it's kind of like I kind of have the perfect setup. But I don't want to work in my bedroom. So it's got to be in here. And I'm thinking, rather than put the computer on the art table, I'd rather have it on the computer station. And I'll show you pictures if and when I do that. So I don't know. Let's see. All right, this is working. Okay, I got ink. Other paragraph. So yeah, I really want to get into a real die-hard work effort. But my focus hasn't been there. But I'm gonna really bust my ass and get myself there. It's a matter of putting things out of my brain. Just keeping focused on what I gotta do. I feel like, well, I've done, quality work in the last couple of years. My production hasn't been as good as it can be. And while it's like things change day to day. But I really don't have to worry about looking for new work. I could focus on the work I already have. So that's big change in my everyday work life. So I just got to wake up and work and stop worrying about little things. It's like I love social media and what it could do for creators as far as connection and promotion and all that. But I notice I'm just getting more and more frustrated with it lately. But at the same time, it's okay. It's like I don't have to sweat the small stuff. I could just focus more and more on the art. Get back to how I used to do things, before the internet. I used to work all sorts of hours back in my late 20s, 30s when I first started comics. Working in comics. and just keep focused on doing the work and doing the work well, and having fun. Never forget, have fun. So I noticed a few people popped in and out as I've been talking. Um, it's no big deal. It's like I didn't make any effort to promote this. I just sort of turned it on. And that's fine. People watch it or not. I just want to be more active, and maybe eventually I'll have a schedule. But also, like, for me to really promote this, it's like I want things to be better here. Now, I noticed I made a mistake with StreamYard and paid for a service I really didn't need, which was costly. And that's about to wrap up. So you may see their logo next time. So I wasted some money because I didn't read what I was doing. Too easy to waste money nowadays. But yeah, the main focus of the remainder of this month, which is half a month left, is to get Designated Issue 2 done. Above and beyond that, we'll have to see. We'll see what develops with Tribe Comics. I probably will start focusing more of my time on Icebox, which is the book I'm going to be penciling and inking. I have to get 3 more pages of that done. I scratched some ideas out, but I gotta start penciling some of those pages. Damn it, I'm not gonna realize I'm doing most of this stuff off camera. Yeah, I really gotta reconfigure my camera. Because that's a problem if you don't see what I'm doing. I will mention I was on my friend Les Minden Gardner's channel the other day and had a really good time with this guy Charles, his co-pilot. A really good conversation. What was it? Last week I was on Allison Vaughn's channel. So, slowly I'm getting back into the groove, but it's going to be slow. I'm mostly focused on work. So we got a couple people in the chat. Shadowbone. Hey, dude. And we got Jay. Oh, Chief, making dinner. So I'll be in and out. No problem. I'm not going to be here long. I got basically an hour before meeting up with friends. It's like I have AC and it's directly to the right of me. But it's like you're just working at my desk. I'm sweating. And I got a ceiling fan right above me. I got that going. Um, it's just that, the sun hits the window that's above the my AC, and it gets really warm in here, especially around now. Between 4 o'clock and till the sun goes down, which is 8:30, I think nowadays. Um, it's crazy. I can't wait to winter. More winter guy. But then the bad thing about the winter is that the heat makes so much noise. Well, the air makes so much noise too. Um, but so it goes. And Shadowhunt says, IMK, when you're ready to promote your book, I'll repost the book. Thanks, dude. Appreciate it. Definitely use all the help I can get. We tried the Crowdthorns designated issue 2 previously. That was unsuccessful, essentially. As well as The Missing Half, which is a horror book I did with Tribe Comics. Now, both campaigns could have been better, which is always a thing. But just, didn't have any energy behind the campaigns. But that's also on me. Like, I haven't been super active on socials. It's sort of disconnected with my own audiences. But I'm also not headlining the books either. I'm the anchor on the books. But hopefully, things are going much better. And, with Designated, there was no covers available at the time. And there's need to be 2 covers. So hopefully the covers will be done before he fires up the campaign again. And, I've been slightly more active on socials, but I want to really be a lot more active. It's just trying to. I don't mind that it's like twice as hard to reach as many people on social. I don't mind that. Well, it is frustrating, but essentially, I do want to, make art and make posts that are not necessarily nonsense. But yeah, so I made a little progress on this. It's kind of a light page. It's mostly the focus on the dragon, and this is supposed to be a sort of like a Green Lantern thing ish kind of, like a energy sort of dragon creation that one of the kids in the book has powers, make things from their mind. I think how it goes. So eventually when this book is color, that will probably be totally color. But we're doing a single issues in black and white. Black lines. But yeah, this would be a fun page to finish up. And again, this is what a null printout looks like. It's just because this was copied from a Xerox copy, and there wasn't really a true scan of it. So it looks really. This is like the worst printout I've ever worked over, and I've worked on some bad ones. But yeah, I'm essentially probably doing half the issue over printed inks, because the majority of the rest of the book I'm inking over the actual pencils. But because this project has been in the works for years and years, somebody else did some of the inks. I think I did stuff. I'm trying to think. I might not have done anything on this. I inked this page, but unfortunately it was lost along the way. One of the few times when something I worked on got lost. But yeah, anyway, I'll finish up this half of the issue, and it will be crowdfunded maybe next month. I'll let everybody know, of course. And I'll slowly try to improve things. I'm slowly getting what I need onto my new computer. But like I said earlier, it's like I may move. Like I have two computers on my desk right now. I may move the other one onto my smaller art table as a coloring station, so I could always go over to that one to get what I don't have on my new computer. So I'm sure I'll be doing that for months and months, because I don't want to put everything onto the new computer. Some stuff I just don't use, or like I have thousands of tabs on my old computer. That's just stuff I wanted to check out. That's I don't need to put on my new computer. Anyway, yeah, so making comics, working on books. I got like a dozen projects, but I'm trying to keep it down to a few. So Designated, Icebox. I'm sure other things will pop up along the way. So yeah, I'm going to try to connect more often, although don't quote me or write it in stone. But hope you are all doing well. Please give it a like, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll talk to you again soon. Have a good day. Keep making comics and art. Love you all. Peace.